When I was accepted at Arizona State College, I hitchhiked from Minneapolis in the dead of winter for a kid who hated school, dropped out and joined the Marine Corps, and now here I am in a really fine Arizona State College. Changed my entire life. Well, I gotta tell you though, they had a tryout and people were sitting in the bleachers. And then he said, it's my turn. So I walked up the steps, about 8 or 10 steps, turned around, put my hands on the steps and walked down the steps on my hands. And then I turned this slow somersault as I came to the railing, and I stood up and I dove over the top of the railing to the dirt track below and just turned a somersault on the track. And I got up, that was the end of the thing. You're it. And so I became the Sun Devil in that way. Geez, I gotta get a costume made of some kind. It was red satin, and it had ear things like this, and it had a long tail. That didn't last very long because I was doing all these tricks and everything and climbing the rails and getting up on the crossbars. So I had to cut that off because it didn't work well for me under what I was doing. When the teams came out then, they had a big cloud of smoke. And then I rode a bicycle on backwards one time across. Just did all kinds of crazy tricks and things that I could think of to do. I had no fear at all of injury or anything. I'd be up there on that step ladder and on a handstand doing on a rocking chair and diving off onto the mats below. And you know, the university used to bring football players as guests. And when I did that stuff on the step ladder and the rocking chair and dove off the top with a back flip to the ground, to the mat below, and I got back to school the next day, all these football players and their girlfriends were going, oh yes, waving their arms and bowing. And I've had a remarkable life. My name is Dick Jacobs, Arizona State College, 1949 to 54, and I was the first Sparky Sun Devil